guys, so it has been quite a while since I have made a Dreadlock video, and that is because I am in a new atmosphere. I moved to Guelph just a couple of weeks ago, and but before then we were planning it for a while and getting all our school stuff done and everything like that, so I've been really bad with my Dreadlock videos, and I apologize, guys. I'm very, very sorry about that. But oh my goodness, I skipped my 3-month video. I did. I skipped my 3-month, and oh, I'm past my 4-month too, because I'm past my 4-month. I hit that about 3 days ago, so this is technically a 4-month Dreadlock video. And my hair is starting, not my bangs, but my dreadlocks is starting to come in at the roots a lot more, so it's kind of starting to become all puffy and stuff. I'll take them down in a minute, but oh, I put more stuff in them, as you can, I think in the last video I didn't have anything in them, so I put stuff in them, period. Yes. And so what was I saying? Oh, okay. Anyways, and I was thinking about putting elastic bands in at the roots again to kind of get them to start dreading again, because like they are dreading nicely. But the problem is that I haven't had elastic bands in them for so long, so now like they're starting to like kind of dread together, so like there are a couple, like 3 dreads that are starting to dread into 1 dread, which I don't want, because I tried really hard to get like as many dreads as I could because I just really liked the way that looked. So now I might have an issue on my hands depending on how I deal with this. But yeah, so I will take, this is a different hairstyle that I've been trying to do. It's kind of like half a bun with like dreads and stuff sticking out. I like how messy and kind of fun and silly it looks. So I do like to do this. I don't know how well you can see from the back or anything. And this side it's like this. I don't know. But yes, so it's like kind of a bun, kind of not. I don't really know how I would describe it other than that. So that's that. And I will take it out for you now. They're going to be a big ol' mess. Ugh. Okay. And what I use is, I probably talked about this in one of my other videos, not quite sure, but this used to be a headband, and elastic bands did not work for me, so I had to make an elastic band out of a stretchy headband, and it's like 10 times the size of a normal elastic band, so I can wrap around my wrist about 3 times. And yeah, so that's what I have to use because I break all my elastic bands. So yeah, here we go. Oh lordy. And the other day when I put my hair up, I sometimes like to braid some back, so some of them are stuck, and I use like an elastic band to I just take like 3 or 4 dreads and like braid them, and then I use like an elastic band and just like elastic band the braid to the back of my head with like, to not the back of my head, to like another dread like at the back of my head, so they stay. So yeah, these are my babies. They have lots of stuff in them, as you can see, and that is curious to my best friend Megan. Thanks, Meggles, you're the best. Actually her mom was like making all these bracelets and things like that, and she started to go through this DIY phase, so I was like, hey, can I borrow some of this like awesome stuff? And it turns out I took most of the beads that her mom doesn't even want, so it worked out well for 2 people. We're using up resources. Awesome! But it's going to be kind of hard to show you every single thing that's in my hair. However, I will try my hardest to show you my favorite things. This, I have like letters in it, and it says butts. Oh my goodness, I think oh no, it says butts, and then peace. There's a peace sign right there. And the reason why it says butts is because that was the funniest word we could spell with the letters that we had. And also I spelled cat, but then the T fell out, so now it just says caw. So I have butts and caw, so I have to find another T if I want to make a word. And I have this. This is my sister's favorite. It's just a little purple, like it's a button thingy gem, I don't know. But it's plastic, not real, obviously. I would not put that in my hair. And it's, I don't know, it kind of makes me give that little, I think it reminds me of like a gypsy kind of feel, which I really like. And also this kind of gives me that like gypsy feel. I don't even know what the heck it is. It's something I found. It's just, I don't know. It had a little hole thing here, so I decided to just put it in. Sometimes I'll use, if I want it to hang, I'll tie it like through the end of my dread and just tie like a little, like not a knot, but you know how you like do it over the, like half a knot, I guess. I don't know. Hello, City. This is my puppy. Well, no, she's not a puppy anymore, but this is Harry. Yes, so cutie patootie. Okay. Anyways, go lay down. Go on. And so I have just like lots of beads and things in here. I also have a washer in case you that don't know what a washer is, I didn't know what it was until someone said like, hey, you have a washer in your dread, and I was like, what the heck, I don't have a washer, I don't know what you're talking about. This is a washer, just a big wooden, well, not all of them are wooden, I guess, but this is the shape of one. So yeah, and then I also have a thing that I got at my school, and it says, don't text and drive. I'm not an advocate for texting and driving. That shit's illegal now, so like, you better watch it. If I see you texting and driving, I will shake my fist at you. You can be damn sure. And I have lots of just like different colored beads. Like lots of them are just like plastic, like different shaped beads. Some of them are like the metal kind of looking ones, which I think are really kind of cool looking. And like this one. And I just like, I have this. This is like, I don't know what this is called, but kind of fun looking. And like, yeah, just a whole bunch of different beads. I was really lucky. I like hit a home run when I went to my friend's house and found that her mom was using like all these awesome beads. So I was like, sweet deal, man. Like, I want to take some of these. And she was like, yeah, have at it. So that's what I did, as I previously stated. One of my favorite things, and I don't know why it's my favorite, but it is this button. And I don't really know, like, I don't know if you can see that, but like, I don't know what it is. I think it might be a volcano, but like, who the heck has a volcano on a button? Like, what kind of like who sells a volcano on a button? So I don't know why, but it's one of my favorite ones, and I just think it looks really cool. Also, my favorite one, I showed this previously. This is my oldest thing that I have. It was my mama's, and I stole it from her, but she said it was fine, so technically I didn't really steal it. I asked permission, but I took it before I asked, so I like to say that I stole it because I feel a little bit like a badass. So I stole it. And I've got, like, just cute little things like this. I don't know. Just... Oh, I have a button. Not a button. I have a bead that reminds me of Dr. Seuss. So yeah, that reminds me of Dr. Seuss. It reminds my sister of a dinosaur. So dinosaur, Dr. Seuss, whatever your preference. You can think of something else and say it reminds you of that. Or you can just remind you of a sailor because it's blue and white, if that makes sense to anybody. Blue and white reminds me of sailors. So yeah. That's what I have so far. To be honest, I was thinking about, like, when I put them in, I was like, oh, I can just take them out if I want to, and then I can just put them up if I don't like the way they look. But to be honest, it makes them much more noticeable when I have stuff in them. Like, people notice that their dreadlocks are not just, because I work at a golf course, so when I put my hair up and I didn't have stuff in them, like, not that I care, like, I'm not doing this so that other people notice it, I just really like the way, the effect that, like, it makes my hair look. It makes them look, like, really kind of funky when you put them up, especially. And when I worked at the golf course, everyone, like, no one could really notice that, like, I had dreadlocks because I'd put it up and it would just look like a big mess of hair. And then all of a sudden one day I came with all these things in my hair and people were like, when did you, like, get dreadlocks? Like, when did you do that? And I'm like, dude, it's been like 4 months now. Well, obviously not because I just hit my 4-month mark, but like about 2-3 months when, like, that happened, because I only put these in like about maybe a month ago, so 3 months if I were a mathematician. So 3 months now that I've gotten there. Yeah. So that's about it right now. They're starting to, I don't know how well it's gonna be able to show, but you can see how messy they're getting at the roots and everything, and you can see my natural hair color starting to come in. Like, you can especially tell at my bangs because they're like kind of red at the tips. Like, I don't know if you probably can't see that well, but generally they get reddened. They redden at the tips. And now you can see my natural hair color coming in. To be honest, I can't remember the last time that I washed my hair. Like, I used to wash my bangs kind of frequently, but then they would get all, like, they wouldn't look as pretty. So I figured, you know what, if they're not looking as pretty and they're not looking greasy when I don't wash them and they don't smell bad, so like, why bother washing them if I'm just going to put myself through that kind of thing where it's like, oh, they don't look pretty, so now I'm just not going to like them anymore. So then I decided I'm not going to wash them because I don't care. So I stopped washing them, and I don't remember the last time I washed my hair. So if that makes me gross, you can say I'm gross. I'm not going to start washing it anyways. So there's that. Also, there have been, like, this is like a big mass of hair. I don't even know. Like, this is 4 dreadlocks that are like kind of forming into one supernova dread, which, like, I don't want to happen. My hair is going to look like just one big knot. I want them to look like separate entities of dreadlocks, and I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but hopefully it works out for me, because that's just what I hope. I'm gonna have to put in elastic bands soon. There's also 2 dreadlocks here that, like, are connected I don't even know how it happened, but like there's a hair, not a hair, there's like a lock of hair connecting to the dreadlock, so it's virtually impossible for me to put elastic bands in at the roots of those dreads without me cutting that line of hair, which I don't want to do, because then I don't just want like a whole bunch of hair to just randomly fall out one day. Like I wake up and then there's like a massive hair on my pillow, like, ugh, I don't want that. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I was kind of thinking just letting them go, but like I don't know how well they're gonna like dread on their own unless I put elastic bands in, because they're kind of loose. Well, they might. They can, now that I'm feeling it, it's like kind of, nah, I probably should put elastic bands in. But where I did start to dread them, they're starting to dread like a lot better at the roots of my hair than the actual extension, because these are extended dreads. And my natural hair is dreading much nicer than the actual extensions. Like these are still kind of like squishy, but if you obviously can't feel my dreadlocks because this is a telecommunicative message, so you guys can't reach in here and feel my dreadlock, but you can take my word for it that they are like hardening much more and like kind of maturing more is the word I'm trying to find at the roots as opposed to the actual dreadlock. But this one's a bad example because the actual extension I had to redo because the one that I had kept falling out, so like every single time I tried to put it back in it would just keep falling out, so I figured, you know what, screw it, may as well just make another one and then put it in. So I did, and now it's starting to dread up really nicely. I put in 2 elastic bands here and here so that they would just stay, because I tried to weave it in as best I could, but I don't want to have a repeat of it not staying in my hair, so I decided to do that, and that was great so far. So ever since I went to this new school, I've been getting lots of comments on my hair, and sometimes it's actually really nice most of the time, because generally I'll put my hair up just because I'll be like, you know, whatever, and then people will be like, oh, your hair looks really great, and I'll be like, oh, I didn't even realize, thank you, because like I just like kind of throw it up, and then it's like, it's really nice, you know, people like getting compliments, so thank you general public at my school who decided to compliment my hair. It's very nice, and I take it nicely, so thank you very, very nice, thank you very much, not very nice, that doesn't make sense, so there you go. Yeah, and I'm having fun with them. There's one dreadlock that's actually pissing me off to no end because it's like so much shorter than all the rest, and it's very thin. Like it goes from kind of thick to like pretty thin. So like whenever I put my hair up, it always falls down. And I was thinking about making, I don't want to pull it out, so I was thinking about maybe just doing this and weaving in another extension to this one just to make it longer, so that like when I put my hair up it'll just stay. But yeah, I absolutely love having my dreadlocks. I don't have to do anything to them in the morning. I can either just leave them down and just kind of like throw them up or tie them back. One of my hairstyles that I like to do, this is just a little side note I guess, but my sister, she absolutely loves it when I do my hair a certain way, and it's kind of like you tie it half back. And so what I do is I just take a dreadlock that's kind of like above my ear, and then I take another one that's just like above my ear at the back, and I bring it around to pull my dreadlocks, and then I just kind of tie it back like this. And then, you know, you can like stuff some in and things like that. But yeah, I just kind of like tie it in just like that. And then you just leave it, and that's what it looks like. And so this is my sister's favorite hairstyle that I do. This is what it looks like from the back. I don't know how well you can see it, but that's what it looks like from the back. And yeah, I really like it. It's kind of like half up, half down, like kind of lazy, kind of not. So actually it's all pretty lazy. Dreadlocks are pretty lazy decision from my point of view at least, because I'm kind of a lazy person, and now I never ever have to worry about using heat products in my hair again or like dyeing it. I don't want to ever dye them again. I'm just going to leave it and let it grow and grow and grow to my heart's desire, and if I ever decide to cut them off, then awesome, you know, like whatever. So that's about it for right now. I've been talking for about 15 minutes, so I'm sure that you're sick of hearing me talk. I'm sick of hearing myself talk and stuttering apparently. So that's about it for now. 4 months, and see you later, alligator.